Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed is a spiritual crossing of the threshold to the world of being a truly expanded human being. Join mediums Cheryl and Kelley for conversations about discovering deep spirituality, developing your intuitive and empathic skills, and personal mediumship. Each episode will focus on tips, tools, and techniques to help you understand and expand your own inner gifts of life journey. Now, your host of Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed, Kelley and Cheryl.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to all of you, to you and your families. We are in a holiday week, and that's why today is such a great topic for both of us. Before we begin talking about how to handle the holidays with grounding in spirit, I do want to say hello to Kelley, my colleague. Hi, Kelley.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
It's great to see you, Kelley.
Yeah, I'm having a weird noise. Is that me?
You sound great on this end.
Okay, I'm hearing like little
elves,
loop.
Santa elves.
Yeah, I think they're elves. It's like an echo. It might be my headphones. I'm going to take them off.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take a moment and let us know when you're ready. And we want to welcome everyone to today's show. Kelley Todd's going to take a look just to let you know for you. And we want to welcome everyone to WLTKDB Radio. We want to say hello to Todd, our teammate who is behind the scenes helping us with tech and audio. Everyone, this is such a great topic for this week because a lot of people are having difficulty. Kelley, do you want to test your mic?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you sound terrific.
Oh, great. Okay. It might be my internet. It is a little slow probably, so sorry.
Right. I was just mentioning our show, Kelley, about the topic today. It's really appropriate to really step into understanding, how holidays, as we know, are stressful. People are busy doing kind of things, out of the ordinary or out of their comfort zone, maybe busier than ever because family's coming in town or they're going out of town, right?
Yeah.
So we're here today to share with everyone what we can offer to help you settle in and de-stress and decompress and reduce your anxiety. We hope maybe we'll connect with spirit. We hope to do some readings and take some calls from you a little bit later on. In the meantime, if you have any questions for us, you can type them in the comment section or you can email us at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com. But we want to welcome everyone to our show. And we love to welcome all of the regulars that join us. I know we have many people that always tell me every week how much they love our show. So we're just as thrilled to do that. And we always appreciate your feedback. So thank you again so much.
We do. And let me just start by saying, the holidays have been extremely difficult for me for the last, 6.5 years since my son passed. And this is the first year I'm excited about the holidays since he passed. And I think that that's a positive thing. And so for all of those who are grieving, know that it's okay to, be sad. It's okay to not want to be around people. I would say, though, even though you don't want to be around people, it's healthy to still make an entrance, Do your best. That's all you could do. And people understand, right?
It's a difficult time, holidays are not an uplifting experience for everyone, right?
No.
Sometimes it can be something that people dread or, they don't look forward to. So we are opening that discussion up here today because either way, you want to make sure you're grounded just to talk about the energies that are happening like this month and in December. It's such an emotional time for people, and we can just start there. Just the emotions, I do feel that they open up that energy field, and you might be more sensitive right now. You might be more, emotional. So you want to take care of yourself. You want to remember to practice self-care. And Kelley was just reminding me, that she goes for hikes. She goes outside. She likes to take photographs of nature. You like getting in the sunshine and the fresh air.
Kayaking on the lake. or the ocean, just
Great.
anything in nature and away from like the city or the the busyness.
Yeah.
It kind of just brings you back to earth.
Yeah. And so that would be a great grounding technique, really to do all year long. But especially right now, especially with the holidays, we have to remember to take care of ourselves. And so I just began journaling. That's my new thing. So I am, and I've always written, I have it like a dream journal, but now I kind of incorporated another practice to where I don't write every day, but I kind of write throughout the day things that I am really feeling, like my deep core feelings, whether they're happy or sad or whatever they are. I want to kind of get it off your chest, right? I want to get it up and get it out. I want to express it. So it's been a nice kind of a stress reliever for me in that way.
I love that, Cheryl, because a lot of people have a hard time opening up
Mm,
to people about their emotions. So journaling is a great opportunity to kind of get your thoughts out and kind of analyze them and understand them and feel them. Kind of, it's almost like you can let them go sometimes once you've written it out. And other times you can understand it and start working in your healing,
that's
right?
that's how I'm feeling too. Is I felt like I got something off my chest. Like now I can go deeper. I can move on with my day.
Mhm.
Right. So we talked about going out in nature just to start, or journaling, writing. I know there's so many more tips, and there's so many more ways we can even connecting with my friends today, because I know tomorrow it's going to be really busy with them and their families. So I even connected with the two friends today just to kind of, it really helps kind of bring you back down to earth, just to let know that you love people, you care about them. That's a great way, is to connect with your friends, whether it's a text, a phone call, but make a phone call if you can.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're like me and you come from a very dysfunctional family and holidays stress you out because of the drama that you're possibly going to ensue, take off to Tahoe for the week and don't spend it with family. No, I'm just
It's no, it's true. It's true. Some people really, they plan shorter visits with their
kidding.
family, and then they add on a trip, or they
Yeah.
make an extra day or two
Decompress
for
from all
themselves.
that energy, right?
Yeah.
My husband has a rule 3 days minimum for family. We love them, but 3 days after that, it's
Ooh,
like too much.
3 days max. Yeah.
Yeah, max. That's what I
Yeah.
meant, max.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My
That's
words
okay.
come out backwards.
That's okay.
You knew what I meant.
We knew what you meant, Kelly.
3 days max. That's it. If you can do less, that's even better. And we try to live by that rule. I mean, we're going to spend Christmas with our family. And I'm excited about that actually,
Yeah.
because, Christmas has been difficult for the last 6 years, 7 years. So I am excited. There's a baby in the family. I'm excited. Everybody's getting together that hasn't been together in years. And it feels to me like a new beginning,
Mhm.
so I'm looking forward to it. But again, we are being smart and it's just a 1 day visit, you know, because it can get overwhelming. And there's a lot of personalities, and I'm from a big family. There can be a lot of personalities, a lot of drama, a lot of stress. Where I'm at in life may not be where my sisters are, or my other people in my family are. We're at different places, and it doesn't always mesh perfectly. So it's best to just I let things go. I don't bite. That's what I want to say. Like, because some of my family, they like to look for fights.
Oh, I see. Right.
So
Right.
I just change the subject,
Yeah, that's good.
bring it to the baby, the focus of the baby, change it. Like, how you treat a toddler when you're trying to teach them to not do something, you redirect them. I do the same thing with my family. I redirect the conversation.
There we are. I know it's frustrating for my family. It's really scheduling. It's like what time, because everyone's got a busy schedule, or they're going other places. They're seeing their families first, and so it is frustrating. And I know tomorrow is a big day, but I know that December is going to be a big month too. So we're having this show today to really prepare people for what is coming, and it can be really good. But at those moments, when you catch yourself feeling wound up, you do want to take that 5-minute reset, or step outside for 5 minutes, take a breath, take a break,
Yeah.
really kind of reset and come back into it.
Go for a walk around the block, whatever you need to do.
Mhm.
But it doesn't have to be stressful, and it doesn't have to be that way. Like, we get to choose the
Mhm.
way we want it to be, and we get to choose how we react to situations, because we all love our family, but we all also know sometimes being around family too much can be difficult.
Right.
Not
Right.
always. Some people are blessed and they have that family that gets along great.
Mhm.
Oh, did you hear that?
No? Was
I'm
it
hearing, I'm
was it
hearing
an elf? Was it
it.
a reindeer?
I don't know what it was, but I'm hearing a lot of interesting things on my end. It sounds like somebody was breathing on here.
No, I did not hear.
You went, whoosh.
I don't know. It was the internet. I think it was your internet.
Internet skip. Okay, thank you. I was like, wow.
Was
I
it
think it's
Santa?
spirit. I think it's spirit chiming
Perhaps
in on us.
it's
Yes.
spirit. It's spirit net,
Yeah.
right? It's
Spirit wants
spirit.
to be part of the show.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that they're in the title, so I know they're happy about that. Holidays, handling the holidays with grounding in spirit.
Can I share something I've always liked to do for my grief during the
Right.
holidays is I look for signs.
Mm.
I look for the signs. And today I went on this beautiful drive and I saw my son's name, RJ,
Did
on 3 different businesses.
three?
And my son's name was RJ Dolan. And one of the businesses was RJ, and then it had a D name, but it wasn't Dolan. And I thought, wow, RJ, just showing up everywhere you can.
He
You know,
is
let me know. I'm here, Mom. I'm with you. Yeah.
just bright and shiny.
So I think, those things to me, they give me that peace and that comfort of knowing he's still here, he's still part of it. Because that's the difficult part about grief, is that you feel like you're moving on and you're celebrating without everybody there, you know? And that's hard.
It is hard. Or, you have guilt because maybe you are moving on or that you
Mhm.
don't want to move on and you feel good. I mean, either way, you're just bouncing off the walls, so to speak, because, you are still maybe in a grief. And from what I've learned and from what I've experienced is, grief for some people, it may not go away, but hopefully it gets a little bit easier, or maybe time is a healer. Do you think so, Kelly?
I don't think so.
That's please share.
I feel that, we just learned to live and exist with it. It's part of who we are now. And
Okay.
that with that, we can coexist with that pain and that grief, but still be happy. It's kind of like a balance,
Mhm.
you know?
Right.
Because I mean, I could get like that on the drop of a one thought, and I'm like a crying mess.
Yeah, puddle.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't think that, grief, it depends on who it is. I think, like, I don't grieve so much over like my stepfather who's been passed like, forever, and my grandparents, but I wasn't
Right.
super close with them. So I grieve a lot over my best friend, who I was like, she's like family, and my son and my mother-in-law. I miss her a lot. She was really something special, you know, and just those like memories, I think.
Yeah. And then people closer to you, like your son and your friend, your favorite people, yeah, you're having it's still very fresh, or it, like you said, it's still right there. It's still very much a part of your life, and that balance is the key. So I think you explained it beautifully. You said it beautifully, that balance, it's part of your life now.
It's just part of who I am. I
Mm.
mean, I feel like if you look at a picture of me before my son and my mother-in-law passed, and my best friend passed, and my dog, the people that mean the best to me,
Oh,
I feel like if you look at a photo of me before and after, I look like a different person.
really?
To me, I see just a different person. And
Yeah.
maybe that's just me, but I do think that, we change.
Yeah.
And I think, we can choose to have that change be a positive change, or
Mhm.
we can choose to make it a really negative change and live in that grief. And I choose to live more in the happiness and make the grief part of me.
Well, you are, Kelly. I can tell. I can tell you are, because you look for signs from your son. You celebrate his life,
Yeah.
rather than remembering the day he passed, or, you're remembering what he showed you or taught you, or you've shared with us dreams you've had, and you're still connecting with them, you know.
Yeah, and that's important, I think, it's sort of like how we react to situations really creates our reality. We get to choose.
Mhm.
And I mean, there's nothing against somebody who wants to crawl up in a ball and be depressed for years about their loved ones. I can't blame them.
Mm.
I mean, we have to do what works for us.
Yeah.
But for me, I have to stay positive.
Yeah, everyone, sorry, you were going to say something.
No, I just have to stay positive. That's hard.
And grief, there's no time limit on grief either. I mean, there's no manual, there's no right or wrong. It's definitely an individual process, and we have to honor that. It's a sacred passage, sacred rites of passage. And I feel with my experience with my father's passing, I was even extremely more sensitive during that time after he passed.
Mhm.
It's as if the veil had lifted and I was right there on the edge. I mean, my emotions, I was so in tune with the spirit world. And even though people weren't calling me because they're trying to leave you alone, because they honor that, they're trying to give you some space. And I was sleeping at all hours, right? Because you're not sleeping, you're sleeping, who knows
Right.
what you're doing. But all of that time, and that's all part of it, I really feel that I was so present with the spirit. That's what I want to say. I was present.
Mhm.
I could, I was living in the spirit,
I
presence.
understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. I think I was doing the same thing when RJ passed. I actually threw myself into my work
Hmm.
and to my development. And I really do see that my mediumship went in a whole new direction after he passed. I just completely opened up and it was quite amazing. And I think, I let it happen. I allowed that like opening and that pain to happen. And some people try to hide from the pain, but I just sat in with it and I meditated with that pain. And and I feel like because I was so open, spirit came down and helped me heal, and my work helped me heal, you know?
That's lovely.
Yeah. And so for anybody who's having a difficult time, if you have time, find 5 or 10 minutes, sit quietly in a meditation, find a guided meditation online that you like on YouTube or something, or just listen to some nice music that relaxes you, and just close your eyes and just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just kind of, as you're letting that breath out through your mouth, just relax the whole body, and just give yourself that 5 or 10 minutes each day to kind of regroup and set an intention. If you want to be more, not as sensitive, set that intention to have that wall up so that not everything's getting to you. If you want to be more open intuitively, or you want to have a better day because you're struggling, ask for spirit to come through and help with the healing and the guidance. Like, we have that opportunity to do that every day, and it does work if you're open to it and you're working on that and you're setting those intentions. It does work. What do you think, Cheryl?
I heard a beautiful quote today from Oprah. I don't know the whole quote, but it's about putting energy in the intention. So it's like putting energy in it, like, really, is that what you really want to do? Is that how you really want to be? Or are you just like, reciting something that you remembered from last week, so to speak? Like, what is it that you really want to do today? And like, be that, like, step into that power of the intention, become that,
Yes.
because you can become a blessing for someone else that you have never even met in your life, and you could be a blessing for your friends and your family, and likewise, the same with them as well. We never know who we're going to meet, or what is going on in people's individual lives, what's going on behind closed doors. So this time really is about being present, being open to the possibility that there is love in the air. And this is a time for giving thanks, right? Just giving thanks that, we're here, we're blessed, we have all that we need right now, right? And that we're moving towards things that are coming to us, right? Things that we want to manifest. They are coming. They are very close to us, I'm sure. But it's about not worrying so much about the future and the past, because people really can get off into these
Mhm.
The whole day's gone and you've been worried all day. And
For what? I mean, what does it do, right? That's what I always say to people, like, don't waste your time worrying. Change that thought into setting an intention for the outcome you want
mhm,
and saying, I know it's going to be a beautiful day. I know everything is going to be great. I know the drive's going to be amazing. Like things like that. Because when you're like, oh, I'm so worried about traffic, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Well, you're putting that out to the universe and we're creating it. We got to focus on switching those thoughts around to positive. That's what I constantly focus on that because I'm a worry, or I used to be a worry wart. I'm not so much anymore. I kind of let a lot of it go. And when I did, it was like somebody took this huge weight off my shoulders, and I
mhm.
kind of like it.
I told myself, I'm not the general manager of the universe.
Right? Exactly.
I
We
don't
get to create our own little world.
Yeah, yeah. But one thing that's helped me also that might be helpful to our listeners is creating your day, like designing your day. So, when you go to bed tonight or tomorrow morning, if you can spend a little bit more time in a quiet state of mind or quiet time in bed, just imagine having a beautiful day ahead of you, kind of set that intention as we've been speaking about, setting the intention that everything's going to just flow. I mean, effortlessly. You have all the time you need to take care of everything, and everything you cook or bake or whoever you visit with, or if you cook for yourself, or it all works out perfectly and there's enough for everyone. And it ends, and then you want to imagine ending your day as well, that you have a great night's sleep and that you're happy and you see yourself smiling, really setting that intention that you don't have to wake up worrying. You can wake up another way if you want. Just take a few more minutes to decide, just to change that clock, that little tiny shift.
Yeah. And another thing, which I know this can, so there's two ways to look at this. I like to, my husband does this, he's in AA and he's real like into his program, his 12 steps and all that. And really just making a gratitude list when you're feeling resentful or you're feeling angry or, because, grief can make you angry.
Yeah.
You get pissed off at the world, you get pissed off at everybody who's happy. So that gratitude list can be very helpful. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful I woke up today and I'm alive. I'm grateful that I have a home. I'm grateful, things like the most basic things, but that's a gratitude list. Because some people are like, I don't know, I don't have anything good in my life. But there really is good things in your life if you have to take it to that basic, to get it down there. And then I just read somewhere somebody's posted, you know, it's okay to also be, not feel like you're not grateful for things or feel like,
Yeah.
it's hard to find that gratitude. And
Right.
it's okay to have that feeling. I mean, just don't let it take over. I mean, if you need to feel that for a while, maybe make a list of all the things that you're pissed off about,
Yeah.
then take that list
Yeah.
and make the opposite list of it of all the things that, are good in your life besides that, maybe that will help you put things into perspective.
Of course, I mean, that's a great idea because we are all the emotions. We are going to experience the gamut. So, get it up and get it out, write it down. Kelly, it's a great idea. There's a shift happening when you can write all the things you're angry about, and then balance that out with maybe all the things you're happy about or grateful for. But get them up and get them out, and don't, if you can, try not to dwell there. But hey, look, we're here to support you today. We're here to share with you that we know it's a tough time for a lot of people, and maybe it's tough tomorrow but today is okay for you, or it's tough this week but maybe next week it's going to be lighten up for you. So really it is about opening that compassionate heart that we all are asking for. We're certainly wanting to manifest that for this planet, right? We need to manifest more compassion for the planet. I just want to say hi to a few people if we have time, please. I want to say hi to Kathy and Debbie. We have regulars all the time, you guys. Frank, we have Gail and Sharon and Kit. I mean, thank all of you guys for tuning in.
Mhm.
And everyone writes in such great questions. And just to our audience, we love getting your emails. So if you'd like to email us a question, it's questions@seeingbeyondradio.com.
Should we open up for some people to come on for readings?
I'd love that.
Here, I'm going to put the link in the comments. Join us for readings, guys. It's not sure. There we go. And it's on screen. It's in the comments as well. You can just pop into the backstage and we'll bring you on when we're ready. Just make sure you have your video and your sound working.
Right. And we'd love to do some readings for you. I mean, if you want to come on video, that's great. Sometimes people are just happier staying on audio, but it's really about connecting with you and your loved ones in spirit. And you mentioned animals earlier, Kelley. I know I had my little animal guy, Tiger, my Cocker Spaniel, who was my father's, Tiger adopted me. Was my father's dog, and then my father passed. So then Tiger decided to be with me, which was awesome. We were together for a few years, 7 years, I think. And then, yeah, so I understand animals are a big deal too, right?
I'm a bawling mess when I start thinking about my jet boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was only 6, but man, he was so special. Well, let's bring Frank on. He's here.
Frank, and I know Debbie Wallace is asking. So
yeah, Debbie, come on the link if you can. Hi, Frank. Oh, we lost him. Well, Frank is having technical difficulties again.
Yeah.
I think there's something weird with his video or something. It disconnects him. So when you figured, let's try again. Are you there, Frank?
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
We got you now. Perfect. There's a link, Debbie. You just use that link to come on in the backstage. That's all you got to do. Then we can bring you up. You see the link in the comments?
Yeah, it's link in the comment section.
And I have it pinned up here as well. Down below.
Thank you.
Frank, how can we help you today?
So I have one question, and my son always sees his birth date, which is 3/23, but it unfortunately in 2016, my father passed on his birthday, 3/23 at 3/25. So
wow.
I want to know what that correlation is, if anything.
Wow.
Oh, I love this because I'm all about numbers. And my son was born on 7/22/95 at 7:22 p.m. and it was a Saturday. And he passed on a Saturday between 7 and 8 a.m. And I think he passed at 7:22. That's just my opinion. And to me, these numbers, they do mean things. I don't know what they mean. I go with what resonates for me, but I do have this website that I absolutely love to look up angel numbers because it's this woman who combined them with numerology as well. And it's called Joanne's Sacred Scribes. I tell everybody about it. I love it. So if you look up the number 323, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So that number right there, wait, I just want to read to you. There's a whole bunch of descriptions. I'm just going to read you the brief one. That indicates that you are working in alignment with the energies of the angels and ascended masters. Have faith and trust that your present course is the right one for you and is in line with your soul mission and life purpose. Stay strong in your conviction and listen to your intuition and inner wisdom. Now, that's the birthday number, right? The other number was what, 326?
So 323 is my son's birthday number, and that was the day that my father passed. And 325 was the exact time that he passed. So it was 2 minutes more.
Yeah, and so, angel number 325 brings about life changes you are considering and being guided. You're being guided to make are the right ones for you. Trust the messages and promptings. So it's almost like your son's being prompted to stay on path by, it's your father who passed, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's almost like your father's guiding your son and letting him know, like, hey, you're on path. Your son's obviously intuitive. He's obviously open. Do you understand that? Yes. He's got a connection with the spirit world, and they're working with him, trying to keep him on track, and he must be doing good. That's what I feel like they're saying.
That's awesome. I'm so, that makes me tickled.
My dog, so my son gives me the number 420 all the time since he passed, because he was a big stoner, and it's kind of like a joke, I feel, but that's like a big sign he gives me. My dog passed on my birthday at 4:20 a.m.
Wow.
So I was like, he's with RJ, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like numbers are signs as well, in a way that spirit's communicating with us. And I love that website I told you about. But also sometimes I just know 420 resonates with me because it's my son's number. And for me, it just means like he's letting me know he's with them.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that because we see it every time I go to pick him up from the bus, and he gets in the truck with me, and we get heading home, and he'll say, "Dad, there's my birthday, 323," and I'm just like, "Okay, we need to figure. It's been too many times. We need to figure out why and what is happening."
He might have a little self-doubt about, like, what he's doing in life, or what his path is, or feel a little lost. And I feel like it's just why, because he's having this doubt, spirit's just kind of like, hey, you're good, you're doing the right things, stay on that track, we're here to support you.
Well, he's only 10, so he's not too big yet.
That's okay. I've had this connection since I was an infant, and as a child I constantly got messages through numbers like that from spirit as well.
That's so cool. So
yeah.
That.
Hey, Frank, may I ask you, your dad feels like you guys were really close. Is that right?
So he was not in my life from infant to till I was 21. And then I opened that door, and then we were pretty close. And, so I tried my best to do my due diligence. And so, yeah, to some degree we were. I mean, we didn't live in this, we're 325 miles away, but I called him consistently. He never called me, but I had to do the work.
Well, that's all right. I just feel that he's a part of your life still, and with your son especially. As Kelley mentioned, he feels like he is guiding your son. And I love that about your dad. And I feel like I think about your dad when I think of the 323 too, right?
Yeah.
Not only angels, have it being an angel number for your son, but also I feel like your dad is, wanting to maybe step up to the plate, so to speak.
Well, I appreciate that, because he wasn't, there for me in my younger years, obviously, but I definitely would appreciate that.
Let me just share this with you as well, Frank. My father took off when I was 7. He was an alcoholic, and I found him when I was 29 in a phone book. Don't even know how. I intuitively found my father on the East Coast and had a conversation with him. And, he never made up excuses. He owned up to his, being a loser, basically, and never met any of my kids, and died shortly after that. My dad, though, is one of my biggest guides. He works so much with me. I have the best relationship with him in spirit. And I think what he's doing on the other side is what he couldn't do when he was physically here. He's being the father I needed, but from the other side, by guiding me as well as my children.
How awesome.
Yeah, so maybe your dad's trying to make up for that by working with your son. And it's part of our journey. Your dad made you stronger,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to put you back in the backstage.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, Frank.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. I keep forgetting it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, Cheryl, because I'm not cooking.
Oh.
I mean, this is like probably the first year I haven't been baking pies or anything in years. I mean, we just decided we're going to go eat somewhere on the way home from Tahoe, and that'll be our Thanksgiving, and we're happy about that with our neighbors. Yeah. So let's bring Debbie up. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for taking me.
Yeah. What were you looking for? A mediumship reading?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned your son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to start, Cheryl? You want me to start? How do you want to do this?
Why don't you start, Kelley?
Okay. So if I'm connecting with your son, let me know if you understand this. He's quite the funny kid. But I say kid, but he's not really a kid, because I feel like he was a young adult. Do you understand this?
Yes, definitely.
He's got good sense of humor. He loved to, because you're gullible, I feel like he says, and you used to fall for all of his jokes. Do you understand this? And he loved to kind of have fun with you. And I don't know if he ever did this, but like my kids do, my older son used to do this to me, the one that passed. take videos of you when they're making fun of you, like they're teasing you, little prank videos. So I don't know, and send it to all their friends to laugh. My
No.
son used to do that. Anyways, if not, but I just feel like he has quite the little jokester kind of fun, you know, charismatic personality. I feel like he loved his family. I feel like he liked to be the center of attention. He was very creative, very smart, but he didn't always have the self-esteem that that he needed, because I do feel like he was harder on himself than everybody else. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I can take that.
and
Definitely.
and he always wanted to, like, he never wanted to disappoint you or other people. He always wanted to be, the best that he could be. He was pretty intelligent. I have to say, he didn't know how smart he was, or he didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And I think he struggled in school because of it. Do you understand that?
He was super smart. He didn't really struggle.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like he didn't believe it. That's where I feel like the struggle was.
That part, though.
Yeah, and he was very creative, because I do feel like a very creative mind, and I do want to like talk about music. So I do feel like this is the way he kind of connects with you, is through music. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
And I think that this is something he likes to bring on songs that remind you of him. I don't know his own music, but I just feel like music touched his heart and it touches yours. And this is the way he connects with you. I also feel like he loves to come visit you in your dreams and make you laugh. And they're really funny dreams. I feel like they're not just like the normal like dream visits, like they're fun. Do you understand this?
I don't remember my dreams. I've only
Oh.
dreams in like 5 years.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes some people don't remember them. I do know he tries to visit you in the dreams. I know that he loves to try to show up in photos as like an orb or things like that. Do you understand that?
I can take that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cheryl, do you have any more? Just know he loves you. He's with you always, and he sends love to the family, because I feel like there's other children. Do you
Yeah,
understand that?
there is. Yes.
He sends love to the family.
I want to tell you, Dee, that your son feels like a best friend to you. I do feel very close to you, and I feel like mama's boy also. Is that right? And I want to play with your hair. I want to pull your hair up. I don't know. I feel like he's such he's such an affectionate person too. Like he would have told you he loved you, or he would play with you, as Kelley said, or tease you, or make you feel young. I mean, he just feels like he was so full of life. And he shows me that he comes to you as a rainbow. I don't know if you understand that, but I feel like when there's a rainbow outside, and he would never want you to be sad. He would always bring the light in for the day, so to speak. I want to say also, as we mentioned, very sensitive and very emotional even. I mean, a sensitive person. And would you understand that he might have been depressed at a time?
Yep.
Go ahead, please. Sorry, Dee.
Yeah, sadly, he was depressed when he passed away.
Yeah. So I just feel like he says, I'm not that way anymore. And I don't know why he's tossing coins into a glass. You know how some people can flip a coin into a glass? I don't know if that's a memory that you have with him, or that's something that he liked to do, but he's definitely bringing through coins as another sign for you. I'm going to leave you with this, Dee, that he says he's never left you. And I almost feel like you've been going through pictures lately, photo albums. I don't know. You're just going through a bunch of pictures right in front of you. It seems like there's a bunch of pictures all around of him, and you celebrate him every day, and you're still celebrating his birthday, and he loves that. And so I just want to tell you, and it feels like you wear his shirt or something. I don't know if you wear his shirt or his jersey, that type of feeling, that jacket feeling where I'm putting something on. And handsome, I just want to say, so handsome. And he always wanted to be there for you, and that he's still there for you. Okay. He's still there for you, even though, of course, he's not here. I know he's still building. He's wanting you to stay strong. He says, I want you to stay strong. Stay strong for me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And Debbie, was your birthday recently?
It was in May. His birthday just passed. It was November.
Oh, it
Yeah,
did feel like November.
Yeah, he's talking about a birthday, so I wasn't sure if he meant yours or his. Perfect. But you must have done something in his honor because I feel like he's talking about that. Were you
Yeah,
eating cake for him?
I got carrot cake
Aw,
and
Because
beef.
that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
how funny.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
he loves that. He loves it.
Oh,
So,
thank you so much, ladies. You made my Thanksgiving. I appreciate
oh, happy Thanksgiving. I'm so glad. Thanks for watching and for coming on and everything. We appreciate it.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, I'll put you back in there.
Yeah.
So we have Joanne. Would you like me to bring her on?
Yes. Hi, Joanne. Come on in.
Hi. Can
Hi.
you see? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. I lost my voice, so
Oh no, I lost mine for 6 months this year. I'm happy to have it back though. You look like you're at the spa.
I'm sick with a cold.
Oh,
So
Oh,
I was
Cindy.
happy to see you ladies were on tonight. I said, "Oh, goody, something to do that's
yes.
fun."
I'm
Yeah.
glad. Well, how can we help you today? Did you want a reading?
Sure. I love
What
a
kind?
reading.
Psychic or mediumship?
How about psychic?
Yeah, I feel like that cold just to start talking has slowed you down or something. It was made to slow you down. It's like you were going all different directions, like a big old bowl of spaghetti, it's like, where are you going, girl? And, it's almost as if to say, you're going to get where you're going, pull down. It does feel like your path's changing or it's in the middle of shifting. So it's, for example, if you're on one highway, you're getting ready to go to another direction even. And I even feel your career, your future is doing a 180 right now. Like you're doing the reset, you're doing the readjusting. And I want to say you're doing it this time. Like I feel like you've been asking for this, and the universe is finally, maybe listening, or you're feeling that something's finally happening. I want to say. So, does that resonate with you? Please.
Definitely. I've had a lot of changes in the past year, and I am retiring early January. I announced it. So I'm going to retire.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's
I've
huge.
been I've been waiting for this for a long time.
That's
So
huge.
I'm happy.
I'm so thrilled for you. And I still feel like I want to do the money count here. I'm like, more money's coming to you, or money's coming to you. Like, you've set yourself up for success and you have money to fall back on. And really, this time coming into the future, into the 2023 time, it's about kind of enjoying the life, or enjoying the planning of traveling, enjoying the sleep in days where you can sleep in. It's enjoying your own company. That's what I'm hearing. You must have worked with a lot of people, or a lot of people must have demanded a lot from you, because it feels like
Oh,
this energy is going out.
yes,
Are
definitely.
you a teacher in some way, or what's happening with that?
No, I've been mentoring a lot at my job. I'm an underwriter in
Under
insurance, but I'm mentoring a lot to
very
help out to train the younger people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I want to say that I just feel the spirit world is very happy with you. Meaning, is your dad passed over, please?
Yes,
I just feel like
yes.
we're very proud of you. You've done well. Like, you ended your career on a high note. Like, you really set yourself up. You really uh, you didn't burn any bridges. A lot of doors have been saved because of you. Like, jobs have been saved, or you've helped a lot of people kind of get that kickstart they needed. So I just feel happiness with you. Happiness. Yeah.
Thank
Kelly,
you.
do you want to jump in here?
Well, I do want to jump in. I feel like, the voice is an interesting thing when we lose our voice. We never really realize how much we rely on the voice until we've lost it and we can't yell anymore. Like, or raise your voice, or nobody can hear you, it feels like. And I often think, when we do have an illness, like, what is going on in my life? What's going on in my life? Because I knew when I lost my voice, I had lumps in my throat for 6 months.
Mm,
And I kept losing my voice. I could talk for a little bit and then it would just completely go. And it was so frustrating. And it really made me take a look at, like, why is this happening? And I'm bringing this up because as I tune into you, I do feel like you've been doing so much for everybody else and you're always there for everybody. And I also feel like, you haven't been taking care of you like you want to and need to. And so this is a good time and a reminder it's like bringing you back. So the retirement's good, but I also think like you need to take care of you right now and take this time to really enjoy and relax and let yourself heal and not try to rush back to getting better. Does that make sense?
Yes, I canceled Thanksgiving
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it is like I right. I could be at home slaving cooking for like the people like whoever I wanted to invite, right? Family and all that. And I was just like, it's a great year. Like we're gonna do what we want. Sometimes
Right.
you got to do that and let it go, and it's okay. So I do think things are going good for you though, and they're going to be getting better because of the retirement. Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely thrilled for you.
yeah,
Thank,
time.
thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate it.
I hope you feel better and happy Thanksgiving.
Me too. Thank
Yes.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care. All right, let me put you back in.
I was just when I was thinking of Joanne, and when you were giving her the reading, Kelley, I was like, gosh, meditating, it's
Mhm.
another way of slowing down and grounding, just listening to the inner senses, uh,
Yeah.
and taking that 5 minutes a day, even, taking those 3 deep breaths all the way down to the belly, even for everyone listening to the call, like just bringing in more oxygen into your body, right? Stretching, breathing, moving the physical body is very, very de-stressing, decompressing.
It's interesting because this has been like a really like interesting year for me with health.
Mm,
And I really, what I've come to realize, and like this is deep. Okay, you ready?
yes. Drum roll.
I have this energy, I want to say, in my mind. I feel like I'm still like, 20, right? But my body won't was is not there anymore. And so because I keep trying to um I feel like overdo things. It's almost like I have to realize my age when
Mm,
it comes to certain things. I'm not in the greatest shape, right? So sometimes the universe slows us down until to make sure we do things the right way. And I haven't been doing them the right way. So I'm being forced to do them the right way now. And so I have to look at that whenever I get sick. I always think there's a reason why I'm getting more sick than usual. There's a reason why this is happening. So this year, it's been a year of learning for me to let go of things and not be in control of everything and to really just, focus on myself and my health because I'm always focusing on everybody else and everything else going on, right? So it's weird, but I mean, I think I don't like aging, and so I'm fighting it, and it's difficult, It's like, but it's weird when you hit 50, things really change.
yeah.
It just changes.
Yeah. And whether we gain weight, or for whatever reason we're slowing down, or for whatever reason, things are happening, as you said, there is a reason, because there's so much energy happening that maybe we've all, put on an extra pound or two to hold all this energy coming in,
Mhm.
or to let it move through us. So don't really, this is about not being hard on ourselves and just understanding, like, look, we're moving through a pretty incredible historical time in our universe, in our galaxy right now. Like, look, we're stepping into the fifth dimension. We're stepping into a whole new higher consciousness of vibration. And it's not all pretty at the moment, of course. And maybe there's a lot of still unveiling or uncovering to do. Things are still surfacing as we go through this transformation. So if we feel like we need to sleep more right now, sleep, please go ahead. Be gentle on yourself, because a lot of us are very, very sensitive. So please don't, let us keep reminding you, please be kind with your own self-talk. Be kind to yourself first off, the way we speak to ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. You sound like my husband.
Oh, do I? Oh,
He
I like
tells me
your
that
husband.
all the time because I can be hard on myself,
Wait, what?
I can be really hard on myself. And so
Oh,
he's always telling me that not to say those things. And he's right. I rewrite it right away. But like I get down, and because I have like the knee problems this year. So it's been a little rough for me. I'm an outdoorsy person. I like to hike. I might be overweight, but I've always been pretty fit.
mhm.
And it's difficult not being able to do. And so I get really hard on myself. And he like says, stop that. He says exactly what you just said. So
He's
it's true. We have to. We have to be kind to ourselves.
And
We
you know
have
what?
to love the thought that came in.
Yeah, and it's temporary, you know, Kelly, that knee I know is gonna get better and everything's temporary, and yeah, I know, but we definitely have to we don't realize our own energy sometimes because we are very fragile energy systems, I feel like we don't have too much energy, we don't have too little energy, we have just the right amount for each one of us, you know, and when we push too hard or we work too hard, I mean, it can go in the positive or, you know, I look at it like a bank account or a money exchange. If you have $100 worth of energy every day or 1,000, what have you, how much money do you save for yourself at the end of the day? How much do you spend for your work? How much do you spend for your family, your friends? And then how much do you spend for yourself? And do you have any left over? And if you don't have anything left over, make sure you try to balance that the next day or soon. You know, we want to always kind of come back. That's why vacations or taking a spa day, just, you know, I used to do a spa day at home, which meant, you know, soaking in the bath and not answering the phone and turning off all my electronics, you know, just having that, you know, having that time for yourself because you really we are beautiful spiritual beings, and I think that maybe this is going to come out a little bit more definitely next year, more of our light. Yeah,
It's been a rough few years with COVID too
been
for
rough.
people. The economy, COVID, there's a lot going on. I can understand people, you know, having a hard time. I get it. You know, if you can find that time to do a little self-care, it's important. I like, speaking of the tub, we recently remodeled our master bathroom and put a bathtub in there. And this girl likes to sit in the tub for like 2 hours and read a book. My husband's like, "You're still in the tub?" Yes. I love to just, it's so calming. There's something about water. It just really, you know, it really kind of helps me. I don't know. It's healing. I love it.
Water is healing. Water is healing. It's a ritual. It's ceremonial. It's emotional too, and it's cleansing not only the physical body but the energy bodies, the auric field. So it's softening that. Maybe Epsom salt, you know, in the bath or fragrances. I'm sure you do all of that, but
I
we
do.
have
I love dimmer lights, everything.
that. You know, I mean, who else is going to spoil us except us sometimes, right?
But
We have
yeah,
to.
it's
We have to.
it's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have Sherry here. Let's bring her online.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Did we catch you off guard? You there? Okay, maybe she's not ready.
Okay.
Remove from.
I
Okay.
see Karen. Karen is going through
Where-
the blues today.
Yeah. And somebody else is saying, I don't know who it is, it's just Facebook user, but they find the holidays are very stressful and they try to pretend everything is okay. You know, there's that saying, fake it till you make it. I
Mhm.
mean, if that's what works, just don't forget the self-care in between. My husband, you know, he used to always say that he was miserable for the first 2 years of getting sober. And of course, we had a newborn baby and everything when he first got sober. And it was quite stressful because, you know, babies are stressful. It was his first child. And he used to just fake it till he made it. So it does work.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does. And real
there's Sherry.
hi, Sherry.
Let's
Hey,
bring
how
her on.
are you?
Good.
Hi.
See you now. You can hear us. Yay. How are you today? Can we help you with something or reading, or did you have a
A
question?
reading?
Sure. What kind? Psychic or medium?
What's the difference?
Well, psychic's where we connect with you, and mediumship's where we connect with the spirit world and your loved ones that have passed over.
Mediumship?
Well, I did feel that both of your parents are passed, but I'm telling you, I hear like there's an anniversary right around now. Is there an anniversary for someone around now, whether it's a wedding anniversary or a passing anniversary, an important date is what I'm feeling.
Oh, my dad has passed. Mom is still
Oh,
alive.
mom is still here. Dad's passed. Okay. And is it an anniversary, please, Sherry? An
My
important,
daughter's birthday was the 16th.
good. Your daughter's birthday was the 16th. And does your mother live with you, may I ask?
No, she's in assisted living.
Oh, okay, okay. There's something about your father's very pleased that you were caring for your mom. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah, I was helping.
Okay, you were helping around. And may I just say, were your parents feel like they were married till the end? Is that right? Were they married till the very end, and did they divorce?
No, they were still married when Dad
Okay,
died.
I'm not sure if I'm even saying that right. So
That's
it
how I
does.
say it, Cheryl.
Wait, go ahead, Kelley.
The
What?
same way I say it. Married to the end. Yeah, I say the same thing.
um, I do feel you have angels around you. I want to say that. Do you connect with angels, please, in any way? Do you like angels?
I love angels.
I feel like you have this Mother Mary energy. You have this, really, you have this Mother Teresa feeling of, these angels coming around you. And also, they hear your prayer. So they tell me that you pray. Does that make sense? Are you
I
saying?
always ask for like them to guard, take care of family, like make sure everybody's okay and everything.
So that's what I'm hearing is it means so much that you pray. I just want to say that it's as if you lift the whole family up. You're lifting the whole family dynamic up, living or deceased. You're actually that ripples out into the universe. So I just want to tell you it is being heard, and there's a lot of gratitude coming to you from them. And I'm going to pass it on to Kelley and let you tune in, Kelley.
So Sherry, besides your father in spirit, would you understand a husband in spirit?
No. Maybe an ex-husband.
Well, it's what it could be. It's possible. But do you know if your ex-husband has passed? Because I do feel a man that's coming through that feels connected to you same level, which could be like a husband of love or a brother or a cousin, but he's like same level as you. And
My
I feel
brother just died in June.
and he's really funny. He had a good sense of humor, your brother.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Because I'm like, I was having a hard time with the relationship. I just knew same generation. It wasn't father. And he's really funny and he jokes around and he has a good laugh. That's what I feel like. When he laughs, it's like deep, like in his stomach, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And would you understand you and your brother were pretty close?
Yeah.
I feel like you would talk a lot. And when you got together, you guys had a good time and you laughed a lot and you had fun. You
Right.
understand that?
Yeah.
And he was a really good guy. I feel like your brother, was a hard worker. He cared about all of his friends and family, and he would do anything for the people he cared about. I just feel like he was that really kind of person, and very strong, very loving, very humorous. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
He's like
Definitely.
a big jokester. I think he's messing with me even. It makes me want to laugh. Um, so he comes through with a lot of love for you. I just feel like I'm seeing like a big heart, for you. Like he's like sharing his heart to you. So I just feel like he's just sending you all the love in the world, letting you know he loves you so much and he's with you. I also feel like his passing was a bit unexpected.
Yeah.
Even though he was getting up there, we didn't think this would happen. And it feels like it was quick when it did happen. Like it was kind of a shock. Do you
Yeah.
understand that?
Yes.
He's like, he's okay. He was a little shocked too, I feel like. It's like he's here one minute and next he's not, but he's over there having a good time with your dad. I
Right.
feel like the two of them sometimes could banter back and forth and have their little button heads, but they're having a good time now because none of that matters. They don't care who's stubborn anymore. They're no longer stubborn like they were. Because I feel like the two of them were two peas in a pod and they were very stubborn and very much a lot alike.
Yes.
And they're having a good old time over there playing jokes on the family from the other side. They're flickering the lights. They're making you guys, think there's somebody walking down the hallways. Whatever it is, they're having a good time.
That's good.
And they're taking care of animals. So I feel like over the years, there's been a lot of dogs that have passed in the family, and they're taking care of all these animals. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like your dad loves dogs. Yes? Or
Yeah.
is it, yeah, and your brother too. And I
Yeah.
just feel
Mom
like
didn't.
but they do. And they're just taking care of everybody's animals that have passed. I feel like they're having a good time. They're hanging out and they're eating good food and they're hanging out with a whole bunch of family. So a
That's
lot
good.
of love. They're having their own thing over there.
Well, my brother his grandbaby was just born like 3 weeks ago, and he
Oh,
didn't get to see that.
was that a little girl?
It was a boy.
Boy, okay. Well, he's aware of it. Don't worry. They know that he met her in spirit, I'm sure. Okay.
Okay.
They get
Thank
to
you.
see the souls before they're born. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you, Sherry. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
Thank
Both of
you.
you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Sherry.
I'm
Many
gonna
blessings.
back in the stream there. Okay.
That
Bye.
was so much fun. I feel like we could be with Sherry all afternoon, you know?
I
I mean,
know her brother is great energy.
yeah,
You
we could have.
Dad, and I was like, no, I'm getting somebody younger.
I'm telling you, there are some more people over there for her. So she must be really open, and
Very
she was
popular.
just, they were ready to come through and speak to her. So
Somebody love, yeah. Yeah. And Karen, I'm sorry you're going through the blues today. That's rough. This is a rough time. I can relate. I've been kind of struggling with the blues a little bit myself in the last week. But for some reason I woke up yesterday feeling very excited and very happy. So just give yourself the time to really feel the emotions, maybe journal about it and do some self-care or some things that make you happy and see how you feel the next day. But just keep being kind to yourself. We have to feel the feelings. We can't hide them or stuff them. We have to feel them. It doesn't mean we have to let them take over, though.
I would also invite people, if they're grieving a loved one, or even just for themselves, if they want to connect to their angels and guides, to write a letter. You can write a letter to your guides, your angels, your departed loved ones. Let them know you're thinking about them. Ask them to come through. Ask for a sign. Ask them for help and support in what you are needing help with in your life. Ask them to help you realize that they're not that far away. They're right here. And then really take that letter and tuck it in a safe space on your desk or in a drawer, and wait about a week and come back and read it later and see if you haven't felt or sensed some of those questions coming true for you or being answered, or maybe you feel closer to them because you have written that letter.
Yes, that's a great idea, Cheryl. Can we share a little bit about some upcoming events? Because I have one I'd love to share with everybody.
I'd love to.
So for the holidays, I am doing a free mediumship demonstration for parents who have lost a child. So if anybody is interested in that, I'm going to put the link here in the comments. That's where you can register for the event. And I would love for you to share that with anybody you know who lost a child that you feel like could really use a reading. I'm doing that event. I believe it is, I'm looking at my calendar here, December 21st, so just before Christmas. And it's for all the parents who lost a child that physically touched this world, okay? So please share that. And if any of you lost a child, please sign up and join us. We'd love that. Yes, I did. So can you see it in the comment section?
Yes, I see it.
There it is.
Yes.
Okay. So please join me there. It's I'd like to give back to everybody, for especially the parents, because I'm a parent who lost a child. So it's kind of my thing. I used to do it on Mother's Day weekend, but I decided to start doing it at the holidays.
Oh, it's nice, Kelley. And what's the date of that again?
December 21st.
Okay, 12/21
p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, and that'll be online, so people can
on Zoom.
On Zoom. They'll get a Zoom link. So wow, what a gift, Kelley.
Yeah, so please share and join us. And Cheryl, you have some upcoming events.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that I have an event coming up December 1st that I'd like to invite everyone to. And the link is, I'm not able to type it in, but if you could put that in the comments section, it's Healing Messages 121.eventbrite.com. And that's 3 mediums. So we'll be doing mediumship readings. This is an online event. December 1st, it's Thomas John, Cat Divine, and myself. So we work really well together. We hope you feel the spirit world stepping in. We'll do as many readings as we can during that time. It starts December 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we hope to see you there. That's my big event, December 1st. And then also, if you would just sign up for my newsletter, mediumcheryl.com, you can find out all my other events that I have in December, because I have like 4 of them online in December. So it's a big month. I'm also doing a fundraiser. I'm doing a small group. I'm doing a big event at the end of the month. But sign up for my newsletter at mediumcheryl.com, and you'll receive my 5 top tools to ignite your psychic and mediumistic abilities. So it's like 5 videos with 5 exercises and practices you can do. So I'd love to see all of you there on December 1st. Thanks.
And sign up for my newsletter as well. I'm going to put both of our links in here so that you guys can see them, because I announce
Thank
all
you.
of my special events there first,
Right.
special sales and things like that. So that's the best way to hear about everything. So definitely sign up for our newsletters.
Also, you have a free download for manifesting on your website, right?
I do. I always forget about that. Thank you,
Which is
Cheryl.
great for the new year coming up, right?
Yeah, it's how to manifest anything using affirmations.
How about it? I mean, let's get going with that. I mean, that's a rock and rolling. I mean, anything to help us kind of, step into our power, right, of manifesting, Kelley. So thank you for that.
Right? I mean, I love it. Yeah. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And we'll see you next week. And next week, don't we have a guest?
I don't think we have a guest yet. That's not
The
until
week after.
week after.
Okay. Well, I got a little jumped ahead. All right. We'll announce that next week then. All right, everybody. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope we helped you with some ideas. Take care. Happy
Take care,
Thanksgiving.
everyone.
Bye,
Lots of love.
Cheryl.
Bye, Kelley.
The truth is here and now on WLTKDB Talk Radio at WLTKDB.com.